Welcome to my podcast Empowered Talk Season 1, the gateway to a more empowered and enriched life. Empowered Talk is not just a podcast, it's a transformative journey where you compile the success stories. So, before I invite my very special guest today, let me share something about myself. Well, my name is Arpita Chatterjee, and I have embarked my professional career at the age of 19 years as a receptionist. And eventually, I reached the position of business head and now become a vice president of my company. I have also learned life coaching and mindset coaching from very eminent mentors for last 3 years, and now I become a certified mindset and life coach. And I also written one my first book, that is Mindset is Everything, which will be released, it will be launched on the month of February. So let's welcome our very special guest today, who is Rutima Gopala. Welcome to my show, Empowered Talk, Rutima. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Arpita. Thank you for inviting me. And it's a pleasure being here. And I am doing amazing.
Wonderful. So now, before Rutima will talk about something more about her, let me introduce herself. She's an author and she's also an horoscope reader and also an ancestral healing life coach who specializes in breaking the cycle of relation trauma and emotional stagnation. So, by inculcating ancestral wisdom with powerful tools like NLP, Ho'oponopono, and EFT, she also helps individuals resolve deep-seated pattern of abandonment, conflict, and trust barriers in relationship and helps in breaking pattern coming from ancestral. So welcome Rutima, you are such a multi-talented person. So my first question to you is that before you go into your professional journey, who were you before you become an author or a scope reader and ancestral healing life coach?
So, Arpita, it's a wonderful question. Thank you so much. I was a homemaker
Okay.
for more than 20 years. My son needed me at that time, so I was happy saying that I am getting promoted to with my son. If he was in class 5, I said okay, I am in class 5 learning again. So that was life. Life was okay. Yeah. So that's how I was. And now what, when he got settled and I lost my mom, so then things started shifting in my life because she was with me for more than 40 years. So it was like that emotional support, that mental support, that strength shaked. And I started carrying the pattern of health issues the same way she was carrying. And then I said, no, I will not be dying like her. This can't be life. I will not die like her. That was my one thing. And then I started working on myself. Then what all I haven't not done during this course of time, but then that was worth it. Everything started shifting. My life is way far more better and at ease, at peace. My relationships are working beautifully. I started working as a coach that whatever I have learned, like I can transfer it to someone and help them entangle their relationships. So yeah, that's how I was and now what I am.
Wonderful. That's amazing. And that's why maybe you have learned all this ancestral healing and everything, because that is because somewhere because you have gone through and now you really don't want that others should go through the same thing. So you work beautifully, blend ancestral wisdom with modern tools like NLP, EFT, and Ho'oponopono. So what personal experience first made you realize that our struggle in relationships may not begin with us?
Arpita, anything which is repeating, that means you are carrying from somewhere else. So, basic healing is surface level. Ancestral healing is all about going to the root of that pattern. See, we carry fears, we carry unnecessary sadness at times. At times, people are all the times angry. They don't know why. And this is a repeated pattern they trigger on the drop of a hat. Somewhere down the line, you are carrying it from your DNA.
Hmm.
So it is like your repeated patterns which are not breaking. You do every damn thing in life to break that one pattern. It can be a smallest of pattern that you are always reaching late everywhere,
Hmm.
or the biggest of traumas you carry that you can't have a child,
Right.
or you are not able to like live happily with your husband. Divorce, at times I have seen, there are multiple divorces.
Hmm.
So this is a repeated pattern.
True. And you are absolutely right. Actually, one more pattern that we always seen in the relationship, like before marriage, before courtship period, everyone wanted to present their goods, like the best thing. And after marriage, after 1 or 2 years, life become like very monotonous, and relationship become very like just for formality. So like many people feel very stuck in repeated relationship pattern and abandonment, mistrust, conflict. So, how do ancestral patterns silently influence our present day relationship?
So ancestral patterns are, these are like you unconsciously carry in your DNA. Certain things, you might have heard that she behaves like her granny or her granddad. What is that? Even you imbibe your behaviors. When you imbibe those behaviors,
Hmm.
so you can't be imbibing only the good things.
Hmm.
The good and bad is two parts of the coin.
Hmm.
So you carry that, and it's all about the uh, depth of those emotions and fears and sadness and pains. So what I do is, I take them to take people to TLT, so they go back into the fear from which lifetime or from which pattern thing where you are carrying that, and then you take the learning, and then those issues are solved in that one session. That fear of losing someone is solved because you got what you need to learn. Because as souls, as humans, we on planet earth, what we are here to master all the emotions.
Hmm.
When we get the learnings through those processes, life is sorted, easy.
True. So, as an aura scope reader, what role does energy play in relationship? So, can you share how reading someone's aura help uncover emotional and ancestral block?
So, aura scope is, we have that panchakoshas, our 5 layers of body. So, when we read the aura of a person, and it carries a lot of branches, like your chakras, your planetary things, your emotions, your physical health, your spiritual, your astral energy, how it is. When you know, like if as in simple terms, what exactly aura does, you meet a person and then you take a seat back. I am not liking the vibe of this person.
Hmm.
That is what aura tells in first sense. And someone you meet and you want to meet them more, you want to meet mingle with them more and more.
Hmm.
So when we check the aura, suppose there is some fears around money,
Hmm.
it comes in their aura. Their aura will carry more of a brown colored layer around their root chakra.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is like they have that dense energy in the root chakra, and
Hmm.
then we give them remedies and healings, they started attracting abundance.
That means aura is really aura. That's why you always hear about chakra cleaning, aura cleaning. So more you do this aura cleaning, more you'll attract, like good fortune and abundance. So that's something very important. And one thing what I learned from your conversation is that healing is also very important, and I think healing can help your past karmas also, like in your previous birth karmas also. Is it true?
It's about own perception first. If you believe, yes. If you don't believe, it will not work for you, because it is all about the trust you carry. It's like you go to a doctor and you have already have that perception, I don't know if this medicine is going to work for me. No matter what, that medicine, that doctor will not give you the result. And if you are going to a doctor with that belief, no matter what, this person is the one who all his medicines or all her medicines are working for me. That is how energy works. Because it's about our beliefs, our emotions we carry, about the perception we have. It's the map of the word I am
Hmm.
carrying.
True.
So, yeah,
So, what daily
if you believe
practice?
it happens.
Definitely. So, what
Yeah.
daily practice can someone start today to gently heal ancestral pattern, like without feeling overwhelmed?
So, one thing which everyone should do, start accepting your parents the way they are, because they are the base of your lineage. They brought you to life, and when they brought you to life and you are not accepting them the way they are, because even me, no one is perfect. So what if they had not provided you some chocolate in class 1? You are still carrying that pain and still fighting with them. Is it worth it? You're still living in the past. So accept them, because you don't know what they were facing at that time. So maybe they didn't had that enough amount of money. We are living in this age that everything is fast and everything is so much easy to avail and consume. They had their own hardships, and it is difficult for them. Right now we have one or two kids, they have many kids, so that is also a constraint for them.
Very true, very true. That's why we hear this, that if they know better, they do better. Generally, what
Yeah,
happened that we
exactly.
have this past trauma, especially most of the people have childhood trauma because they don't know what their parents did. They did their best, but because we are expecting so much from life or we are comparing from others' life, we always felt we have not got enough. But that exactly that you have very beautifully said, that you have to forgive our parents and we have to accept our parents. Acceptance comes first. That is the first step of healing. Wonderful. So Rutima, we have talked so much serious talk, so let's do some fun activity. Let's do some rapid fire round. So you need to give answer in just fast answer and quick answer and one word answer. Okay, so are you ready?
Sure, sure.
Okay,
Good.
tea or coffee?
Black coffee.
Okay, so one word that describe Rutima.
Joy.
Wow. Okay, so a belief about relationship you had to unlearn.
Don't look into their flaws.
Wonderful.
They are also beautiful.
True. One emotion most stored in ancestral trauma.
Unknown fears.
Hmm. Love or peace? What comes first?
Peace.
True. A tool you personally use when feeling emotionally triggered.
I distant myself. I become an observer. So
Right.
I observer.
So, one message you would like to give to someone feeling unloved today.
Love yourself first, and no one can love you the way you can love yourself. I call one thing, people call it selfish. I call it self ishq.
Oh wow, that's a beautiful thing. Selfish. Wow, that's a new word I have learned today. That's wonderful. You are really amazing. So, Rutima, I would really want to know that what inner shift happened when someone finally released ancestral baggage.
If there are ancestral baggages, people break chains of their patterns. Suppose someone is having that pattern, every 6 months they are changing some or the other reason, they have to shift their house or they have to shift their job, and they don't know the reason. Somehow something or the other happened. They are bound to do that same action. That pattern will repeat. These pattern stops. Secondly, your relationships become wonderfully, like I will say, I will use the word drastically amazing. because
Wow.
because the pains we carry from relationships is drastic, is very triggering, is very painful to carry all the time, because no one can trigger you or give you the pain the way your family will trigger you. They know in you inside out, so they
Hmm.
will nudge you at the right pain point, not an outsider will do. So your
Hmm.
relationships are, changes, like you become soft in your relationships. People around you starts loving you and accepting you who you are.
Wow.
That's what
Amazing.
everyone wants now in life, that we are not pinpointed for what is bad in me. That's what triggers us ना, ये नहीं किया वो नहीं किया,
Hmm.
ऐसे हो तुम.
Hmm.
Things mellow down in relationships,
Wow.
and then the roots of love starts again. So that's
Amazing.
how I've seen that.
Amazing. I think everyone should go to you and learn and do this kind of healing process. So I will definitely write your Insta ID detail in my YouTube description. But how anyone can approach you? Tell me something about that so that people can approach you. Because I know you are a
Yeah.
wonderful human being, a wonderful person, and a great healer. I know that. So people should go and take your help. Yes, please share something about.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Arpita, for your kind words. So, I have my own community by the name of Blossoming Souls Universe, and I work with them on different levels, because not everyone need one cure as per their need, and they can reach out to me. You can give my number. I will for sure share my number and maybe the WhatsApp group link. I do all the stuff over there, and they can reach out to me, and I would love to be a source of joy transferring to someone's life, because Nothing except your relationships are ruining lives,
True,
creating problems in every area of life.
true, true.
The
Absolutely.
base is your relationship.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Rutima, this healing ancestors only about the past, or does it also impact future generation?
Arpita, it's like you become when you go into ancestral healing, because we are connected through the DNA, it's epigenetics, all about, we know all that. So it will transfer because energetically we are still connected. That is why we are carrying their traumas and pains and those emotions which were unheard, when they
Hmm,
felt unloved. I don't know why, but one single time they felt unloved, and that emotion is still carrying as energetic flow. That frequency is still there in someone.
true,
So, and when you break that pattern, things shift because your childrens are connected through your energy. It transfers.
transfer.
That's why ancestral healing is very important.
True, very true, very true. So, you have written one book. Tell me something about that book as well.
So, Arpita, this is the Ho'oponopono heart. I have combined a spiritual love story into how Ho'oponopono worked for the protagonist, how she healed, how her life changed around healing. Only just four phrases, and people call it four phrases, but I say it is about oneness. Ho'oponopono is all about oneness of from one soul to another. You accept them the way they are. So it's
Beautiful.
all about beautiful, because I storyfied it. I gave it a story, not the healing technique, because healing technique is all over there. But that story will stay. Okay,
Right.
that character in the story, she did this. Can this be a helpful tip for me?
Wonderful. Amazing. So,
Yeah.
what last message you want to give to all our listener who are going to watch this podcast, especially women, because women, I believe they have more emotional. That's why they need more healing as compared to men, I believe. So, share something. Even men also give some message. Very beautiful message.
So, one message for women: you are not here to sacrifice yourself. Honor yourself who you are. You are the source of creation. Don't demean yourself for, not even for your own self. And that is, I'm using a conscious thing, not even for your own self. Because at times we go into that minute pleasure. I'll get this from someone, and I go in down the pit and do everything which I don't want to do.
Hmm.
And for everyone, accept yourself the way you are. You are a beautiful being on living on this planet Earth. Just accept yourself. You are amazing the way you are. No one is perfect, so it's okay. You are
Amazing.
amazing. Oh,
Superb. That's beautiful message because when you accept yourself, then only you can accept others. But only problem is we could not accept ourselves. That's the reason we always want the validation from others. We always want that everyone should validate us. Everyone, we have given our lives remote control to others. That's the message. That beautiful message that accept yourself so that you can be the owner of your life. And of course, when you love yourself, when you are happy, you can spread automatically, you can spread happiness and love to others. Beautiful message, Ultima, and thank you so much. You're in the way we have. I have got to know so much thing, so much knowledgeable you are, so much beautiful person you are that I already know. But thank you so much for sharing with us your all this nuggets. So I'm sure that those who are going to listen this podcast, watch this podcast, will definitely learn a lot. And all the best and happy New Year in advance. May your new year will be more shine and you'll keep rocking and keep shining.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Arpita. And thank you to each one of you who are listening this. I bow down to the divine in each one of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear. Thank you.